Okay, we are going to take some questions online. Essim, I have dreamed last night that I was in Temecula with you, and I could not find a paper on which I wrote my question. The whole retreat. In last time, I'm just reading it the way he's from Turkey, I think, so I'm just reading his English the way it is written. In last time, I understand that no answer will solve the problem. By the way, Essim, if you have a problem writing it in English, I don't mind if you write it in German. That would be okay. And I will translate it. So, in last time, I understand that no answer will solve the problem. It is as though my mind traveled to holidays, thought about every detail, and came back, but in fact, I was not in holiday. Life has not been lived, enlightenment not happened, only thought. What if I have no questions anymore and feel that I am still in ignorance? How to come out of that? I really want to disappear as a person's story before this body dies. Should I investigate and find new questions? And a small personal question. What is your favorite music piece or one of them? Many. Many. It depends whether you are a beginner with classical music. I know that you play the guitar, so you are a musician. I like Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, Schubert, Wagner, and many others. So, favorite music pieces, the slow movement of Beethoven, Opus 132, the third movement and fourth movement, it's very beautiful. Bach, orchestral suite. The late Mozart piano concerto. Mozart violin concerto 3 and 5. Beethoven triple concerto. All of Mozart's sacred music. Schubert impromptu. Schubert Lieder. Schubert Quartet, Der Tod und das Mädchen. Chopin, Étude, Ballade, Polonaise, Nocturne. Many more, but I guess you have got my drift. Opera, Mozart, the Magic Flute, Così fan tutte, just for the music, Wagner, Lohengrin, Parsifal. I guess that's it. Richard Strauss, Lieder, very nice also, by Leontine Price. Okay, now, going back to your first question. What if I have no questions anymore and feel that I'm still in ignorance? you cannot, you have to live the truth. You cannot simply think the truth. You have to act on it. I came to Munich. I invited you to the retreat near Munich, 70 kilometers. We gave you a scholarship. You didn't show up. That's a problem. You see, that's a case of not walking the truth. You think the Dharma, but you didn't do the karma at that moment. So think about it. I hope to see you next time. I look forward to meeting you, actually, Essim. Julian is telling me that my streams are offline. Let me think whether what it says here. Here it shows that we are online. So for Essim it must be not for Essim, for Julian. I don't know what's going on with Korea. He's in Korea. Nancy. I'm lost here. Nancy, I would love some help in understanding something about choice. On the one hand, you seem to indicate that consciousness chooses everything, including ignorance. On the other hand, it seems that we have a choice in regard to taking our stand in ignorance or else in consciousness. Instead of a contradiction here, I suspect it is a question of different realms. I'm not sure of the right language here. Let's assume I choose to play tennis. As long as I've chosen to play tennis, I keep playing tennis. At some point, I get tired. I've had enough. I choose to stop playing tennis. The ignorance is like choosing to play tennis. So consciousness chooses everything. It chooses ignorance. And as you said, on the other hand, it seems that we have a choice in regard to taking our stand in ignorance or else in consciousness. So I don't really see your question. Ignorance chooses everything, including ignorance. Consciousness chooses everything, including ignorance. Once it chooses ignorance, it lives ignorance. Now, we have to understand that that consciousness is a many-splendored thing. It can choose ignorance in one body-mind and wisdom in another, simultaneously. In other words, the choices of ignorance, of consciousness, are not serial. They are not limited. It's more like a chess player that would choose to move who has the freedom to move all the pieces and not simply one piece. Or like a playwright who writes the parts of all the characters and the plots and the intricacy of it. So in this universal play, sometimes it chooses ignorance and sometimes it chooses wisdom. And this universal play, however, is not like a play which has been written and which is going to be played according to the text. The text of this play has not been written. It is more like commedia dell'arte. We start somewhere, which is ignorance. And we know that we are going to end somewhere, which is happiness. But how we go from alpha to omega, that's up to the moment itself. It's up to grace. So it's an open game. It's commedia dell'arte.